How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Call to Battle video. In this one, we're going to be opening up the other starter deck, which is Call to Battle Burning Shadows. And this is a fire and dark type deck, and I'm pretty excited about this one because when we were doing the playtesting, this one is actually the one that won, and so the most times. So some could say it's better, some could say I just wasn't using the other one right, because yes, I did lose. And so this is a fire times dark deck, and it is a base set starter deck. And just like the other one, we have the types on the top and the bottom. So we have fire and then dark. And so on the back, it says deck includes four rare cards, and I can't read, 32 common cards, so 36 in total, and then harness the power of the hottest fires and the darkest shadows to defeat anyone who dares to challenge you. So that's kind of the flavor text on the back, and then here's the front one more time, and we will get right on to it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to not make this video be quite as long as the last one. So if it's just support cards that you've already seen, I'm not gonna go over like everything, the text and everything, but I will go over the creatures definitely. So we have Withdraw, Crucify, Reciprocal Totem, Recycle, Flaming Battle Axe, Quick Slash. We have Bombardo. He has 5 HP and he has the special ability Bombs Away, and you deal 10 damage to the creature that defeats Bombardo. And then he just has a regular attack Pounce. Shadow Sniper. Sharpshooter. This creature can target any creature on the battlefield, and then Deadeye just does 2 damage. Draktool, and he has the special ability Darkness Eater. Up to twice per turn, you may shuffle a dark type card into your army in order for Shadow Claw to do +2 damage the next time you use it. So if you have some unwanted dark type cards in your hand, like towards the beginning or the middle of the game that you know you're not going to be playing right now, you can shuffle those on back into your army to let him do a little bit more damage, and then you can always draw back into him later. We have Flare Fox and 13 health, 2 Stellarite cost. The special ability Shared Heat. If Flare Fox is adjacent to a fire type creature when it first attacks, that attack does +5 damage. So half of the creatures in here are fire types, so his special ability obviously is not very difficult to use. We have Pyro Knight. 25 health, he has the special ability Core of Flame. Heal 5 damage from this creature each time you add a fire type card to the battlefield, and then Sword Strike. So he's pretty much more of a tanky kind of person, so you can be healing him up. And our first rare card is Werewolf, and you might be kind of wondering about that 45 health there, which is a lot, but he has the special ability Night Cycle, which says Werewolf loses 5 HP at the beginning of each of your turns that it remains on the battlefield, except for the turn it's added to the battlefield. So what that means is you're going to add Werewolf to the battlefield, and then he's going to play out his turn, and then each of your next turns that he is on the battlefield, each consecutive turn, he's going to lose 5 health. And so that is going to go down pretty quickly, which, I mean, it would take about the other rare cards, their health is about at 25-26. So I mean, it still would take 4 turns for him to even get down to the health that they're typically at. So I think he's pretty balanced. When we did the playtesting, it was kind of funky, but I think I balanced it out the best I could. And so he has the attack Frenzy, which does 8 damage, and then you roll the die. If it's even, this attack does +2 damage. If it's odd, Werewolf receives 2 damage. So he is very easily hurting himself and very easily weakening himself, but when you first put him out there, he's going to be very strong. He's going to be almost impossible to get off the battlefield anytime soon, and especially if you are using healing cards on him, you can keep him out there for a very long time. We have Stellarite Mine, Rocket Bomb. Let it refocus. I'm moving around a lot here. My hands always shake. Reciprocal Totem, Empowerment Totem, Heal Spray, Quick Slash, Arrow Storm, which is our second rare card, another Shadow Sniper. We have Experiment 212, which has 12 HP, and he has the Experiment special ability, which means he can be combined by using Mutation, and then Combustion, which does 4 damage, and this creature receives 1 damage. In the fire, this is the fire experiment. I'm so stupid. The dark type experiment pairs really well with him, and so since this is a fire and dark starter deck, if you can get Mutation like in a booster pack, it would be something that would be good to throw in, because they are some of the best comboing creatures with that, because he does do some damage to himself, and the dark type experiment actually heals himself, so that just kind of offsets each other, and so they just do really good damage. But yeah, we have M-Ninja, which is the ninja card for this starter deck. He has Ancient Wrath. Send M-Ninja to your graveyard and pay 2 Stellarite to add Ancient M-Ninja to the battlefield from your hand. And then Flame Stars. Choose 2 proximity targets. This attack does 2 damage to both of them. Death Warden, and this was a very, very good card in the playtesting. Very difficult to get around and very annoying all at the same time. And he has the special ability All-Seeing Eye, which says, look at each new card that your opponent draws. And then the attack Soul Slash, which does 5 damage, and then the defending creature can't be healed during your opponent's next turn. So this card was constantly causing me problems. We have Ancient M-Ninja, which he is our third rare card that we've gotten. He has Inferno Storm, which does 5 damage to each enemy creature on the battlefield, and then Flamethrower does 8 damage to a single target. He has 26 HP, so he's pretty good. We have another Stellarite Mine, another Withdrawal, Scroll of Prophecy, Recovery Totem, Heal Spray, Flaming Battle Axe, Labyrinth, which is the final rare card. So there's two rare creatures and 2 rare support cards. Heat Lead, and he has the attack Flame Shot, which does 2 damage, and then roll the die. If it's even, this attack doesn't activate traps. So just a standard 1 Stellarite creature. Drill Sect, and like I said, in both starter decks there's something that kind of works well against the other one, and this is that card. And as you can see, he is obviously not a fire or a dark type creature, and he is actually a mech creature, but his special ability is really good against the other starter deck. And his special ability is Rock Wrecker, and Mega Drill does +2 damage if the defending creature is a nature type. So half of the creatures in the other starter deck are nature types, so he's going to be really good against all of them. And then Mega Drill's base damage is 2, but with his special ability active it's 4, which is pretty good for a 1 Stellarite creature. So Drill Sect. We have another Drat Tool. Pycro. Virtuous Ashes is his special ability, and it says, place the card at the top of your discard pile into your hand when this creature is defeated. So that's just, along with Recycle, letting you reuse one of your discarded cards. And the last but not least card in the starter deck is Shade of Flame. And he has the special ability Burning Shadow, which your opponent must roll a 4, 5, or 6 to attack this creature. Shade of Flame is also a fire type. So since he's also a fire type, he can be used with Pyro Knight's special ability, and also Flare Fox's special ability that require fire types to pull off. And then he's kind of like a tank. He doesn't have the most HP compared to Pyro Knight or somebody, but your opponent must roll a 4, 5, or 6 just to attack this creature. So that's half of the time that your opponent isn't even going to be able to land an attack on him. So that's where he's pretty good. And then Scorch does 6 damage. So I really like him because he can be used with Draktil's special ability. Like if you don't need him, you can shuffle him back into your deck. And then when you finally add him to the battlefield, he can be used with Pyro Knight's special ability to heal him back up. And so him being both types for this starter deck just really makes him a little bit more versatile. And so he's overall a very well-rounded card. And so that brings us to the end of the second starter deck opening. I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed opening up this starter deck along with the other one as well. And I'm just really ecstatic with how all of these cards turned out. I'm so much more happy with them than the other Call to Battle cards before I redid the game. And so I just once again want to thank you all for sticking with me, and I plan to be a whole lot more consistent from here on out with the game, with videos, with some more art stuff on the channel. And so I really hope you guys will just keep coming back and keep hanging out with me and watching me do what I love to do. So thanks again for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe. You do you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.